Modest Hikima donated $200.
Hey,
Nala
be nice.
is gross.
Be nice.
Alexa is W overall. Panlel Andrew W since R2 is best. No one remembers number 2 girl's name, but her cuck needs to seriously reconsider. Ladies, please don't get plastic surgery. It's gross.
You're gross.
Again, if I'm having sex with him, he's just not a cuck. So
I agree with his last part.
Define gross.
I'm a natural body supremacist.
I think I've heard you talk about this.
that,
You're kind of
I'll be
like
honest.
the actual rarity on this, because you would say like Jennifer Aniston, for example. Obviously, she's old now, but you'd say she's like not very attractive to you. Because she's had like $500,000 put into her face.
They just-
Well,
I
that's
suppose
that's
I
now,
suppose
but
it's
it's
I suppose it's possible that somebody could have plastic surgery and I could still find them
Like
attractive.
really mild, small amounts.
But you're
maybe?
just like natural now.
No, it's more so I could still find someone attractive whether they've had plastic surgery or not. But would I prefer them to have not had the plastic surgery? Yes.
Okay.
Also, I think
Prefer
it's
because of
incredibly. I
attraction
think it's
or because of, like,
incredibly.
values?
I think it's incredibly. This is perhaps one of my rare feminist positions. I think it's incredibly damaging to women that there's certain beauty standards, and you've got the Kardashians and shit that's basically brainwashed and rotted the brains of vast swaths of women to feel compelled to get these dangerous and expensive and frankly unnecessary cosmetic surgeries. So.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay.
And
Do you prefer girls with like less makeup as well? Like
Yes.
Like no makeup.
yes,
I appreciate
no
that,
makeup
though.
or less makeup.
That's sweet.
It's very wholesome.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Like,
I'm not trying to say you're cute. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm literally not saying
yeah,
that.
no, that's
I know
fine.
it's
That's
the worst
fine.
thing for
No,
me
like
to
for
get.
example, and
bad
I say this all the
cute.
time.
I
Like,
think
It's just like
Basic.
kind of demasculating for a lot of guys to be like,
Why?
oh, your
It
preferences
shouldn't
are
be. I
cute.
think
That's cute though. That's
Yeah,
a
I
word
think
we
it's
would
cute.
use
No,
as
it's-
women.
It's
How
an
would you
a term of
describe
endearment.
Yeah, like I think women would appreciate that, but I think
Right.
like a lot of men prefer to be like feel respected and like valued, right? So if you're being like, oh, you're
Oh.
so cute.
I can respect and
Anyway,
value
sorry.
someone
I'm
I
not,
find
I'm not
cute. Yeah.
tripping
You're not
about
biased
any of
either.
that. But I mean, just when it comes to plastic surgery, like, and I think a lot of men would actually agree with me. It's not clear to me that the majority of men find plastic surgery particularly appealing or attractive. And then I do think it can be proxy for potentially unappealing personality traits. But for example, I would much prefer a woman, let's say she had absolutely no boobs, just totally flat. I would prefer her with a flat chest than just big fake tits.
If they were small and natural looking fake tits, like have you heard of like the gummy bear fake tits?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I know
under the
gummy
muscle.
bear.
Crazy. Okay,
Under,
they're
like,
you cannot tell.
when they
They're
put them
like-
under the
You can
muscle.
still tell, I think.
I feel
But-
not the gummy
but-
bears. The only way you can tell is when you put the flashlight under the tit, which is
Sure,
What?
but
I've never tried that.
I mean, I would still prefer.
I've never seen someone do that.
It's not.
Apparently,
It's
I don't know. I don't know fake tits, but apparently
Me
if you go
neither.
like that, you can like.
That's
Oh, the
cool.
light through.
Is that not real?
I know. I was about to say I'm a
Put
It's
a flashlight
not
in
even.
your
It's
tit.
not even so much.
I know. I just need to see something real fast.
It's not even so much about the size, really. But I mean, I would prefer a woman who, let's say, she was totally flat, or maybe her boobs sagged a little bit. I would prefer that than a girl who had these perfectly perky fake tits.
Not everyone is like you though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
A lot of,
I
like,
would
me,
argue most men
as a
like.
skinny
You'd
ass
be
girl,
surprised.
As a s-
I feel okay, and in the industry,
Yeah.
I feel like ever since I joined the industry, I used to be like so happy about my body. I used to love my body like
Before or after?
before I
Okay.
joined the industry. Once I joined the industry, I have never felt more insecure about my body.
Well, because your
Bro, you make
your
7
nudity
figures.
is
Why are you
on
insecure?
the
It's not
table to
even
be.
that. It's
exhibited.
not about the
Obviously.
money. It's just like seeing all the girls in porn and like if you like look up, if you literally just click on the porn page, you don't see anyone like me. When you go to conventions for the industry, you don't see a lot of girls like me. When you see all my photographers' Instagrams that shoot girls that in the industry, they never post the pictures of the skinny girls, the ones with no boobs, no ass. They're posting the girls that have curves, big tits. And I get that not obviously a lot of people like natural, but it's a reality that this industry and this generation
But could you argue it's
romanticizes
Why
you
is
argue
Jeanette
it's just your
Michelle like
industry,
one of the
though?
top 10 OnlyFans content
I
creators?
have no idea.
What?
Jeanette Bishojo Mom is
Who
one
the
of the top
fuck
10.
is that guy?
Is it
She's
a guy?
lady.
Oh, it's
She's a
lady.
lady, okay? Bad meme. She has most egregious proportions I've ever seen. She
I
does.
know who
she's
you're
done like
talking
fact
about.
transplant
Oh,
like
God.
18 times. She's
Her
got
boobs are
tits-
like this big.
Wait,
her
oh,
hips
what's her name?
Jeanette Michelle, and she's like one of the top 10 OnlyFans
Yes.
content creators. Another top one is Black China. Again,
I was just about to say Black
that's
China.
just
is she?
plastic. None of that's real.
All of
Oh
it?
yeah. If you look
Yeah.
at a lot of the top 10, there's a
They're
couple of
all-
like celebrities that are more natural looking, but most of them are like
Thank
hyper
you so
plastic.
much. And it's not that a lot of natural girls aren't dominating in the industry. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just if you really look at the reality, if you were to say, think of like 5,
But I'm not
famous-
talking about. Okay,
I'm
but
not even
we're
talking
talking.
about
We're
the
talking about
industry.
different things,
I'm
like
talking about
because
society.
I'm talking about like what. But I'm willing to admit that probably if you have fake breasts, you have nice fake breasts. That would perhaps give you some competitive advantage when it comes to could it be the case that men are more likely to purchase your OnlyFans if you have fake breasts? Could you be a bit more eye-catching with fake breasts? In that context, yes, but in terms of a woman that I'm looking to date or have a relationship, and I'd speak broadly here, I think most men, frankly, don't really prefer women with plastic surgery. I'm not saying that of course there's men who are attracted to women
I actually
with
agree
plastic
with that.
surgery.
You have no idea how many guys that I've actually liked have come up to me and literally said, I just don't think I can be with you because you don't have what I want.
They're assholes.
You don't
then.
have
They're-
ass. You
well,
don't have
I mean,
tits.
look, I guess people are
And
entitled to their preferences when it comes to that, but
And especially it's because you never know what a person, like I've never been this skinny in my life. I used to have really big tits, really big whatever, right? I have health issues. So it's just like people are very insensitive, and obviously society now with what you guys were saying, like Kim Kardashian and like all the role models that are in the society now in this generation, it's just, it sucks that is what the norm is.
Well,
and what you
okay.
you know.
Yeah, and I can add a little bit to it. So I mean, in your case, you don't currently have plastic surgery.
No.
Are you have you considered getting
Yes.
fake breasts?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, my advice to you would be, don't do it.
Yeah. Well,
Don't do
yeah.
it. I think you're beautiful as you are, without the need to
gorgeous.
undergo dangerous and unnecessary surgery. And I actually have a somewhat hot take on this, but just to expand on my previous point. So, when it comes to plastic surgery, I think a girl who's flat is. Fuck. Okay.
James
Oh, it's
Sexton
James
donated
Sexton.
$200. The look on Andrew's face for the entire time the discourse shifts to an extended discussion on breast augmentation is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Great show tonight.
Yo, James Sexton, thank you, man. Appreciate it. If you guys are in New York and you need a divorce attorney,
Oh, he's the guy.
You're a divorce attorney?
No, that guy.
James Sexton.
I was like, I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused.
Yes, that would be the Sexton, Wilson, and Associates. You can-
Look no further
Not-
than Esquire James Sexton. And in fact, Nala, can you do a quick endorsement into this camera?
Ah.
No,
That's endorsing myself.
I meant like an endorsement. Can you just say into this camera, James Sexton is the best divorce attorney in New York
He's gonna
City.
use that for ads and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Has
What
to
do I
pay
get
You,
out of
you don't have to.
Yeah,
You don't-
say, no,
Wait, James.
He's
Hey,
never.
James, what do
listen,
I get out of this?
He'll never use it, but it'll be hilarious.
He might use it. James,
He might.
I will
He might
grant
use
you,
it. You never know.
James. Oh God, he's a lawyer, so he might
don't
actually.
even, like, believe in
I will
lawyers.
grant you a limited use license to use the next 30 seconds of this podcast. Commercial use, that's fine. Perpetuity, even.
You think that's what he wants on
I
his
will
ad
grant
reel?
you perpetuity, James. You can use this in advertising.
You think that's what he wants in his ad
Of
reel?
course he does. Of course.
Come
he
down
does.
here, get a divorce.
Hi.
divorce your wife, end up with her.
Divorce me, James.
Okay.
Does your husband want one of these?
One of those.
Okay, so the point I was trying to make, so prefer a girl who's flat versus a girl who has fake tits. I prefer a girl with a little belly fat than a girl who has lipo belly. I prefer a girl with a no ass than with a BBL. I prefer a girl with small upper lip than a girl with lip filler. I would prefer a girl.
Not a boy.
Oh,
No, I just thought you were going there. I just prefer that. Okay.
I would prefer a girl with a large labia than with a labiaplasty. Big Labia Matter, BLM. That's my nonprofit organization.
Maybe
Jeremy.
Menorah.
Both can be the bigger the better.
Both hater and lover.
But and like going around the table, has anybody here had any cosmetic surgery? Not a lot.
What have I had done?
Oh, I thought your titties
I think
were fake.
No,
Are we-
my tits are so
What
red.
about-
They're so swollen right now because I'm
Are
on
they?
my period though.
Oh.
Are you considering lip
Thank you for
injections?
sharing,
Because a lot of
TMI.
girls don't consider lip injections cosmetic, but I
Yeah,
do.
that's
I
not like
consider it.
plastic surgery.
Well, I would consider
plastic
that's
surgery, but-
plastic. Yeah.
James Sexton donated $200.
Sorry.
Are you trying to put me out of business? No thanks. But the firm of Sexton, Wilson and Associates does have a nice ring to it. Again, great show tonight.
Thanks,
Hey,
James.
James, thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Again, guys, if you're in New York and you need a family law attorney,
Thought he was a
look
divorce. I just
no
divorced
further
attorney.
I'm so
than
confused.
James.
Family or
That's
divorce?
like that's part of family.
He'll hate
Well,
your
it's-
wife
it's
as much
part-
as you
Oh,
do.
that's so
Don't
true.
worry.
He's also he does maritime law too. So I'm just
If
saying.
you marry any of these women, you're gonna need him.
Also tree law.
would be
He's
good
also
for him.
very much involved in tree law.
know a lot
Did
about
you
that.
guys?
That's actually a
We'd be
very
good to
profitable
you.
business.
Did you guys know that? I didn't know this, but trees are expensive as fuck. If
no
you cut down a
shit.
tree, you're fucked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's
Be
the thing.
like tens
Yeah.
of thousands of dollars sometimes.
If you got some dispute with your neighbor and
Yes.
you like, okay, I'm gonna fuck their tree up.
their tree
That's
up.
like 6 feet. You might owe them
Yes.
6 figures, right,
Yeah.
James? Right? I think.
It's a crazy
Wait,
time
James.
now.
Just don't cut down
James,
any trees.
do you do tree law? Have you done any tree law? I'm just curious. Any tree law, James?
I remember my
wholesome.
boyfriend in high
Divorces
school
and
hit a
tree law.
tree and he had to pay the city $20,000. Oh yeah, no, it's
Yikes.
So here's
That's-
also a thing: if you plant a tree, always be considerate. Like if you have a house, be very considerate of where the
tree's
plumbing
what
is
it's
because the
covering,
roots
too.
will actually damage.
Okay.
It can be like 6 figures.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Also,
It's
what
crazy.
it's covering because they can literally
Oh
like
wow.
Yeah,
fine you.
trees.
James.
for
Wait, so Nala,
covering
no?
someone
I thought
else's
you
view.
had. For some reason, I thought you had fake titties.
I've literally had
am-
no surgery done. I have lip filler. I got Botox in my forehead. I had to stop that because I couldn't make like expressions
Wait,
anymore.
Nick, can you pull up Nala's Instagram? I want to. Do you have any photos of your Lamborghini? First off, I'm just curious.
Yeah, if you
On the-
scroll down, there's a picture of it with me. What?
Oh, into the mic.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If you scroll down, you'll see me at a car wash in like a blue bikini.
Wait,
and
Maddie,
there's
are
the
you? Maddie, can you
Lambo.
come back, or are you still working? Okay, 'cause
Just
I wanna-
literally scroll down.
I want to wrap up pretty soon. I want. Okay. Well, I was just curious because like you've undergone a pretty big transformation, right? In terms of so like, do you have any photos of you where you don't have red hair? I'm just curious. Like,
Yeah, that was like
red-
6 years ago. It's I
Wait,
don't
that's
know.
your
like at
real
the
hair?
very
We saw
bottom
the
of your
past
IG.
your
No, I
child
have some
photos
extension.
earlier.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
didn't
my
she
hair
pull
Wait,
up
wait.
a
Actually,
photo
this
earlier?
might be her on. This might be her on. I don't know. If I don't know if we can look.
I think bikinis are allowed on YouTube, and Twitch for sure doesn't
Yeah.
count bikinis.
Okay.
I think you'd be
Okay.
good unless there's like nips, basically.
No, there's absolutely
Well, whatever. Okay.
Instagram would
whatever.
not allow that.
I would. Anyways,
For some women, maybe not me.
I just think you can take any woman who's had like breast implants, BBL, I guess, well,
Lips?
lipo, lips. With certainty, I can say I would prefer all those women had they not had any of those procedures. So,
Sure.
so
fair.
Which is great.
any young
it's really
women,
sweet.
any young women who are considering getting any sort of plastic surgery, I want you guys to know that there are plenty of men out there that will think you're beautiful and love you and find you sexy and attractive without the need to undergo dangerous, expensive, unnecessary cosmetic surgery.
Can I tell you a crazy stat that's been replicated?
What's up?
Plastic surgery, so small amounts of it, like 1 to 2 plastic surgeries, are one of the most preventative things you can do for psychiatric illness.
That's crazy.
Wait,
like
really?
in the
It has a
military,
preventative effect for like 10 to 30 years.
That's
more than like
crazy.
any
Wait, what?
therapy, medication. Yeah, it's crazy.
It
Because
helps.
like in the
what
military,
It
like
reduces
they'll
the
pay for
likelihood.
women to get like their boobs done because it's like for their mental health.
It's like
Yeah.
a cognitive dissonance
It's
thing. If you look in the
crazy.
mirror every day and you're like slightly unhappy, yeah, it's actually crazy. We never expected it, but like really small amounts of plastic surgery can be very protective against psychiatric illness because you basically, if there's a part of your body that you look at and you just
like
always
body
hate it a little bit,
dysmorphia.
yeah. If you
No,
just
but
make
I-
that not look that way, you'll be significantly and I'm not
No,
saying
but
that you
here's-
should get
no, no, no,
cosmetic
no, no.
surgery. You should get therapy instead. But
But
obviously,
what we need to do is take back the culture
Yeah.
and embolden women to see their innate beauty
natural world.
without.
I think society should stop praising women.
It's 'cause
He had me until he said embolden
stop
women.
worshiping
Feminist here. Feminist liberal Brian tonight.
Yeah, it's progressive, Brian.
I guess so. But
I'm a big advocate.
we need
women need to just travel to other countries because you go to Europe, those kind of very little
You won't
makeup
see
is
any of
desirable.
that. Yep.
No
Yeah.
plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Just go somewhere else where the beauty
whenever I
standard
leave
is
here,
different.
like my mental health is like significantly. Like I don't want to touch my body. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to be like in the industry anymore because it's just like it's so much more like
Natural.
yeah, everyone there is just happier, healthier.
Yeah.
You know, even if you're not doing anything, it's just like they're such a tight knit community. You know what I mean?
I'll say this. I think that we should encourage women to develop a constitution where, not like a liberal, not like the American Constitution. We need to develop a constitution of character so that they don't feel compelled to go and get plastic surgery, and that they even take some sort of pride in being like, I don't need to get
I
plastic
take so
surgery.
much pride in that. Like again, she
But
says like
you've had
this
a
industry.
lip filler, little lip
Yeah,
filler.
okay.
Well, no.
But like that dissolves.
filler-
that
yeah,
goes
no.
away.
Lip
Like
filler
that's
is
not
not-
permanent.
And
Well,
lip
yeah,
filler
lip
is
filler is
not
not
the most
plastic surgery.
invasive.
Absolutely
it's not.
not. It
particularly
takes like
invasive.
less
Yeah.
than 5 minutes.
But Nala, I think you would be just as attractive without the lip filler.
Oh, I do too. But for me, it was like I really wanted it.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I was like, I love my lips. I love my lip shape. Don't change the shape of my lips. Just enlarge them a little bit, which you can also do with some lip glosses.
Yeah.
Like they plump your lips. Like you know what I mean.
Sure.
So for me, that was like. This is something super minor, and if I don't like it down the line, it will go away.
Yeah.
So
That's
that
true.
made me really happy. But
Okay.
again,
Your
this,
thing is anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but don't they usually have small mouths?
I mean, I think so most of the time. But for me, I'm not like trying to look
be-
like an
yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
This is just me, and I'm into anime, and I
Okay.
cosplay. But that's about it. I'm not like claiming to be an anime character or anything.
No, I
And
know,
I also
but
know,
like
like,
the
Japanese and
phrases
stuff,
and
but that's
the
it.
like the cross-eyed. That's all like Japanese
Right, but that's
anime
like my
stuff, right?
niche.
Wait, has
yeah, it's all
anyone ever
Japanese.
told you like that you're trying to like appropriate like their like Japanese
Oh, God,
culture?
I'm
Absolutely
talking about
not.
cultural
In fact, I've gotten
Next-
like
next time,
compliments.
next time.
Well, I have a couple of Japanese friends who speak fluent in Japanese and stuff, and they're like so happy for me that I'm engaging it this way because they're like, you're respecting it, you're trying to learn about it, you're not just
Yeah.
watching anime and claiming to be
Yeah.
something, which is that's fine.
They
you
don't
know?
care anyway. They're all
They do though.
They do.
I think
They
you'd be
do.
surprised how
Earth.
much they actually
do.
care.
Here, let me just get through some chats, and we are going to wrap here very soon. I think within 5 minutes. Actually, really quick question, maybe for the feminists here: what is a stronger feminist position, saying that women shouldn't get cosmetic surgery, or saying women should have the freedom? Because I've heard both from feminists that it's like,
Some would argue ones. Like Dworkin, Andrea Dworkin would be like,
depends,
fuck
yeah.
plastic surgery, fuck shaving. She's like really intense. But like probably like a Dichi, for example, would be super pro. Women should have the freedom to do whatever the fuck they want. With
Yeah,
No,
I think
literally.
personally, I think women should have the freedom. However, I think it's important to keep in mind that a lot of the things that we consider to be like a free right to do, there's still like social influences that go beyond that.
Yeah.
got it.
So
Okay.
I was going to say
All
yeah,
right.
that's a big thing is like if you're doing it because it's
Because
something
you-
that
yeah.
you want to do and you're not wanting to appease the other
Yeah.
opposite sex or get attention from them
or
you wanna-
be someone else or like
exactly
yeah, you
that
know.
you should have the right to choose that for yourself.
I feel like we always do things to like appease to the other group we want to be attracted to. Like we wear makeup, not like when girls
No,
like I wear
I
makeup
wear
for
makeup for
myself.
me, though.
Right,
Because
right.
I'll wear makeup
I
at
really
home
do
when
love.
I don't go out.
Yeah, same.
I'll do my makeup for fun.
Sure. Do you think your beauty
For real,
standard is informed because of like your personal feelings, or do you think your beauty standard is informed by like what both like men and women say is attractive in women?
well,
Honestly, is the way I was raised. My mom wears makeup
Yeah.
in house.